Let's get beer self-sufficient. I have got an IPA kit. I'll put on screen. It's about £17. This has been sitting in hot water for about 15 minutes. And this is the yeast. That's all that comes. That's all that comes with this kit. Is this malt, which I'm assuming has got the hop extract in there as well, and yeast, and that's it. So you need to add your own sugar, a kilo of sugar. That's the recommendation on the back. This sugar is going into about 2 litres of boiling water. Dissolve the sugar. Wow, that took like 30 seconds. That took no time at all. This, straight in there. Once you've got the equipment, guys, this is going to make 40 pints. 40 pints. For like, for less than £20. 20 quid. Open this up. Maybe. Yeah, there you go. And I'm gonna plump him into the bucket. And I'm going to add hot water, mix around, tip. You need to get as much of that beautiful stuff in the bucket. Give us a little hula. I'm just dumping in another 2 to 3 litres of hot water out of the tap, so as I can mix that malt in lovely. It doesn't say on the instructions like what gravity you're looking for. I mean, it's such a simple process. Look how this is done. It's almost done. Right, that didn't take long at all. That's mixed in. 50 degrees. So I'm gonna add cold water. Check it again. 26. Perfect. We're sitting on 1.037. All that's left now, chuck a yeast on top. How mad is that? How easy is that? I'm tempted to put yeast nutrient in, but I'm not going to mess until I know more what I'm doing. So, in it goes. Flick that packet. Airlock is already in, so I'm safe to just crack this lid on without spilling water absolutely everywhere. Took me 18 months, but I learned. Right, this is going in my airing cupboard, which is 25 degrees C. How I'm going to lift it's shoulder level, the shelf. So I'm going to have to do it. It's heavy. This is heavy. Right, I'll see you as soon as fermentation kicks off. So this has been 2 days now with this 40 pinter in my airing cupboard, and I don't see any activity in the airlock. So I just need to check. First inspection. I can't really, I'm too short, guys. Not a lot. I can't see a lot. Happy. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see bubbles. That's surprising. Oh, and I hear them as well. Let me see if this camera phone will pick it up. Right. I was worried that it hadn't started because when I did the ale, wow, did the ale yeast just sit on top and create a thick foam on top. But this is more like a kilo. There's nothing on top. But there we go. At least I know what's going. He's bubbling. He's away. He's away. So after that little flurry of bubbles I seen on like the second day, I haven't once seen activity in the airlock. It's been 6 days since I put it all together. It does say wait 10 days, but I'd rather know if it's not fermenting. So, smells nice. It looks pretty flat on top. I mean, but I just want to take a reading. He said if it gets to 1.009, it's on 1.000 after 6 days. If I had caught that at 1.009, bottled it with a teaspoon of sugar in each, that would have been a bit too much pressure, surely. Oh well, I'm not complaining, I've got loads of beer. Okay, so starting gravity 1.037, ending gravity 1.000. That is a 4.9% IPA. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Perfect, spot on actually. Okay, so I'm gonna siphon off. I've got another size tub like this on the floor. So, is the siphon gonna start straight away? Yes, it is. It's 50-50 with me and a siphon. Okay, so this is what I'm doing into this bucket. And I'll see you in 3 years. 230 grams of sugar. Rather than put a teaspoon in each bottle like I did last time, I'm going to add it to the big batch. Now I'll stir this in because there may be gas in there. I don't think so because it didn't even fizz when I dropped the sugar in really. So I'll just have to stir this sugar in. And I'll get back to you once it's done. I've now got about 44 bottles to fill up, 500ml bottles. So that's a lot easier than putting sugar in each and every single bottle, siphoning into the bottles, then trying to shake the sugar into the bottle, you know, so it's a win-win already. So I'll see you once they're all bottled. Plus, these are all the caps. Happy days. Coopers. I've got 43 and a bit bottles. Now, these boxes came in real handy because if I was trying to do that like with loose bottles on the floor, I'd have been knocking them, bashing them, dropping them everywhere. So, caps, I'm going to stick the caps on, like so, nice and tight, on all of them. Then they're going to go up in the airing cupboard where it's 25 degrees constant temperature. I thought I'd give this a swig because it's only just less than half a bottle. So this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. Come home from work, delivering shopping all around South Wales. What do we want? We want a cold fizzy beer. Didn't fizz that much. But it's cold. Now let's see what he pours like any fizziness. Well, that looks like a beer to me. Bubbling, fizzy, clear. Smells lovely. Right then, let's give this one a go. Cheers, everybody. Oh, it's cold. I can't ask for more than that. Refreshing. I get funny hiccups when I drink really cold things. Right. It's sort of like grapefruit bitterness of an IPA. Like really, not really citrus, even though grapefruit might be, it's the bitterness of the grapefruit is the dominating thing. But it's not like overpowering. This is a success. Now that I won't drink because it's got the lees in it. That's the point now in this 500ml bottle. So it's just one pour and I can leave the yeast and sediment in the bottom and have a nice clear drink. Excellent. Guys, for me, 47 pence a pint. £47 a pint. Cheers everybody, thanks for watching.